to propose a digital pass for COVID-19 vaccination test status to help for safer travel. This was something that we talked about last week, talking about whether or not this is something that the United States should be doing or not. Well, the European Commission has said that it will present a legislative plan later this month for what it's calling a digital green pass, also known as a digital certificate, which says it will be aimed at facilitating cross-border travel in the age of coronavirus. What are your thoughts on that? Ursula von der Leyen is presenting this, and yeah, we need one of those for that, and saying that it will respect your data, your privacy, your security, and all of that stuff. But they are going to come out with this and insist that that people, when they go, that they have this digital pass that can prove that they've been vaccinated. Johnson & Johnson vaccine rollout begins in the United States as COVID-19 cases tick up. Not good news for folks who are worried about what vaccine to get. But in this case, it doesn't really matter. Dr. Fauci recently came out saying, just get whatever one you can get. Don't worry about whether it's 1 dose or 2 doses. Don't worry about the brand name. Don't shop around for certain brands. Just get the first available one. I think that's probably good advice. The oceans are rising. Have you heard about that? But if you're not sure what that means, the answer may be found in old century shipping logs. That's right. Shipping workers used to record the tide levels beginning in 1854 at St. George's Dock in Liverpool, England, creating these records that now future scientists, today's scientists, can use to look back. There's a tiny little windswept island. There's something, last time really anyone was there was in the 1800s. And workers who once ran the station in a place called Hilbury Island did something that they had no idea would eventually be used in 2021. They were just sitting there recording the tides. They had handwritten ledgers, and all of these things have been rediscovered, and now we're using them to track historical data. Pretty cool message. Write it down. Apple Pay and other digital wallets have overtaken cash in popularity for 2020 in-store purchases. Pretty interesting, huh? Consumers pulled out their digital wallets, such as Apple Pay, more often than they did physical wallets when they were paying in the store. This is according to a new FIS study, which is linked in the show notes for danbenjamin.live. Go there, pick the latest episode, and you will see the show notes there. For the first time in history, payments using mobile digital wallets overtook cash payments for in-store purchases on a global basis. According to the study, cash usage dropped 10% in 2020 to account for only 1/5 of all face-to-face payments worldwide. In Canada, UK, France, Norway, Sweden, and Australia, use of cash for in-store payments fell by more than half. Pretty interesting. Forensic experts suggest that Tiger Woods may have fallen asleep at the wheel. You heard that he had serious leg injuries last week. It's true. He had to have that rod inserted, but yeah, he apparently, they're saying maybe fell asleep at the wheel. They say certainly he wasn't paying attention, but that he may actually have fallen asleep. They're basing this off forensic car accident experts. 45-year-old Lynx legend was driving a 2021 Genesis GV80 alone. He veered across the median of Hawthorne Boulevard and Rancho Palos Verdes. He went off the road. He struck a tree. The car rolled over. He broke several bones in his leg. And now they're saying that the clue is that the SUV did not change direction when it entered the curve. Somebody who was conscious and paying attention, they say, would have at least tried to make those adjustments. None were made. Tiger Woods apparently maybe asleep. But as of today, he is back watching golf on TV, and he's thanking fans for helping and supporting him during what he calls this tough time. Players wore red shirts and black trousers at the WGC Workday Championship in Bradenton, Florida on Sunday, the days that Tiger Woods usually wears those colors. That was their support and solidarity of him. Interesting to note in entertainment news, Tom Holland's Spider-Man contract ends after No Way Home, and he says he doesn't know what the future holds, and this might be the last movie that he's in. I doubt that, but they like to say this kind of thing to generate buzz around, so, oh, he could be up. But here's what he said, quote, "We haven't got long filming now, and it's quite sad because this is the end of my contract after this film is up. I really don't know what the future holds, so I'm just savoring every moment as it could potentially be the last." He went on to say that he was just looking at his phone, waiting for it to ring with a new contract, and if given the opportunity, he would love to continue to come back and play the role. He was also asked the question that we want to ask him, which is, will Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield be involved in No Way Home? And he said, quote, "I knew you were going to ask me that. No, they are not on set, and neither of them are in this film. But I am being asked that question a lot. If you see a red dot on my head, it's Sony or Marvel sniper about to blow my head off." Okay, so that's the bummer news if it's true. I hope it's wrong. I hope he has to say that. He said they're not on set, but then he said they will not appear in the film. Okay. Interestingly, some more kind of film, but more music-related trivia. Did you know that the ruffled shirt and the custom guitar, also known as the cloud guitar, that were Prince's, are now up for sale? So here's what I think is a terrible picture of Prince and the guitar, but not of his shirt, explaining that, yeah, these things are up for grabs. You could buy them. And yes, it has the Prince symbol at the top of the fretboard. It was custom made for him in 1995. Both items, the shirt and the guitar, are expected to bring in at least $60,000 at auction. But there's more stuff there. There's the first pressing of the Black Album, his stage-worn gold outfit from Jam of the Year tour, his Essence magazine photoshoot jacket. Each one of those is thought to bring in at least $20K. You can also get sunglasses, signed letters, signed album covers, and lots more. The bidding at RR auction is going to last through March 10th. The show notes will contain a link to that if you are so interested. There is an interesting documentary coming out on HBO called, what is it called? Q, Into the Storm. It is a 6-part documentary series exploring the origins of QAnon. It's coming out on March 21st, and you can see the trailer. I won't be showing you the trailer here today because I'll delete the video if I do it, but you can go there and you can look at this trailer. It looks very interesting. Like I said, it's 6 parts, but they're basically trying to unmask the mastermind, as they call it, behind QAnon. It has 2 back-to-back episodes that come out later this month. So you'll be able to watch both of them to get started, and then you'll have to wait for the other ones to come out. But this has been a 3-year global investigation. The series chronicles the evolution of Q in real time with unprecedented access to key players, revealing how the anonymous character known only as Q uses conspiracy theories and information warfare to game the internet, hijack politics, and manipulate people's thinking. But there are a lot of people who are upset about this documentary, saying this only draws more attention to this phenomenon, which we shouldn't be doing. We should be doing our best to ignore it and move past it. And I am fascinated by it. I think it's absolutely an important and timely documentary. I can't wait to see it. Oh, yeah, you know what? Please just start playing a video when I go to a website. I love that. That's exactly what I want, Fox News. It's exactly what I want when I go here to talk about the all-new Reese's Peanut Butter Cup that has no chocolate in it. That's right. Hershey's has announced this big breaking news, everyone. And look, I can't make this stupid there. Now I can show it to you. Look at this. So for those of you who are just listening on the podcast, and there's more of you every day, and thanks, and keep remembering to vote that thing and leave a review in Apple Podcasts. It helps people find the show. And if you're here on YouTube, like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you get notified when I do the show. But yeah, Hershey's announced that it will be celebrating National Peanut Butter Day with the release of an all-new all-peanut butter cup. According to the press release, the new product will be called the Reese's Ultimate Peanut Butter Lovers Cup and will be available only for a limited time. This is something that they have done in the past, 2019 and 2020. The Peanut Butter Lovers Cup had an extra layer of peanut butter on top of the candy shell, but this time the entire candy shell is made of peanut butter, and it's also filled with peanut butter. And that's a lot of peanut butter. So my guess is if you don't like peanut butter, or if you're allergic to peanut butter, don't eat this. Just a little PSA for you. Oh, this is interesting. I was sent this. I think, Bree, did you send me this one? I think you did, Brianne. Thank you for sending this one in. But border agents have seized 277 pounds of banned bologna. That's right. This took place in New Mexico. Border officers seized it, contraband bologna. I don't understand why it's contraband, but they found it coming in from New Mexico, 30 rolls of pork bologna at 6:30 p.m. It was hidden beneath floor mats and seats of the car. They found it during a vehicle inspection. The reason that it is prohibited, actually, it says here in the article, is because it could possibly contain foreign animal disease. The driver was given a $1,000 citation. Obviously, they knew that it was illegal when they were trying to bring it in. Okay. And here is another. Remember last week I showed you a video of Tom Cruise, but it wasn't Tom Cruise, right? It was a deep fake. Well, there are more of them, and I need to show you this one because they are really good, friends. They are really good. Watch this thing.
That's why. Oh. It's, it's a little embarrassing, you know. It reminds me, I was once in Russia, I ran into Gorbachev. He said, you know, Mr. Movie Star, are you nervous?
Now,
I said, no,
let me interrupt
Mr.
this
Gorbachev.
amazing video to tell you that if you had shown someone this video 5 years ago, or 10 years ago for sure, they would have freaked out and they would have said, that's Tom Cruise, what are you talking about? My question to you, and what I'll leave you with for today's show, is how long have these things been out there and we haven't known it? How much of what we see is actually real and not a computer simulation? I'll leave you with that. I've been Dan Benjamin today on the show. You can come back tomorrow when I'll be doing a regular show at a regular time. Of course, would love to see you there. You can support the show by going to patreon.com/Dan Benjamin and give me $1 or $5 would be even better. You can also remember to like and subscribe right here at youtube.com/Dan Benjamin. And of course, I'm on Twitter. So if you have links and other information or questions, comments, thoughts, that's the place to go. And thank you very much for joining me today. We'll be back tomorrow.